Hi guys, in today's video we're going to be looking at something interesting to make your website more interesting and more active. So as you can see on the screen here, if I click on the about page, you see this line appear on that and the color change, and there's a blink effect, like there's a transition, like an animation on the line. It's like it's animating in and out. If I click on the contact, click on the shop, you can see as I hover also the color change smoothly, not rushing. So we're going to be looking at how we can create this in our website. So let's jump into it. Okay, so this is what we have in our is it just the code. I just read the nav and other stuff so that we won't pass through much struggle with it. Okay, so as you can see here, I just added my stylings on the nav to create the nav and stuff. So I will show you all the other things that I added, like the how I got that line. Okay, so in the app.js, there is nothing written in the app.js, so we are going to use JavaScript to then toggle the class. You know that stuff we did there was a toggle class, so that if you click on this one, the class should leave here and enter and transit to the other side. Okay, so this is my HTML. Just so it's not something classic, just basic stylings and stuff. Okay, and I link my JS file, that's my JavaScript file. So if I preview this on live server, okay, so this is what we have. If you click here, nothing happened. Preview, nothing happened. But the main one is this one that is toggling on, having the transition and the animation. Okay, so I'll just go through the code and show you what I did here. Okay, so in my JS file, in my start file, you can see here my nav link, the anchor tags, that's the link tag. I style it like, okay, then I give it a transition. That's why you see the color is changing. Transition, I give it a color. So I added the transition here on hover, that the color should change to this color blue. That's if you hover it, it changes. And you can see why it's wasting time. When I hover it moves smoothly, because I apply the transition duration, something like that. Okay, then you can see it here. That's the transition. Then here I added ease, so that we just ease. Okay, you can add ease in or ease out, just depends on what your choice. Okay, so the next thing you can see here, I created a class. Actually, I created a class so that I'm able to toggle within those navs. I created a class called active, and I apply that class only on the home tag, so that if I click on any other link, any other navigation, the class can jump from here. Just like see this class now. After styling it, if I click on home, this active class will jump and just come to the home. This active class will jump here, and if I click here, click on this contact, the active class will jump. That's for the toggle. That's what the toggle does. Okay, so it's nothing fancy and stuff. So we'll just jump into it and start the function of the day. Okay, so under my JS file, so let's just create this stuff under the JS file. So go to app.js, right? So we need to call first, we need to call our navbar, that's our navbar. Then inside our navbar, we need to call the link tag. So those links you are seeing there, that link that is then the link tag that is within the anchor tag, that is the one that is within the list. So we need to reference this. So we just call them now. Create them as a variable, so that will be const for const, let's name it navbar, then we get it now. That will be document the query selector. But we are using class, so we make use of the query selector. It's a class. Okay, query selector, then we get it. That will be navbar. So I've gotten this. So the next thing to do here to make it more simpler, actually you can come down and then get document.this, document.navbar and get the rest of it. To make it shorter, just add a dot there. After that parenthesis, add a dot, and then give a query selector again, but this one is going to be all, because we want to get all the links. Then open your parentheses, then we get the links. Okay, and to run down, then we are going to look through it. We're going to look through it. So we'll make use of the for each statement. So we give it navbar dot for each element. I will use element for this. For each element, then we run a function that's going to be an arrow function. Okay, for each element, then we're going to add an event listener to that element. So that will be element dot add. I want to add event listener, and the event actually we are going to add is the click event, because we want to get the click of it. So that will be click. Then we'll go outside dot comma, then write function. We want to run a function now. If you click on it, we want to run a function. The function is going to happen. Actually, you can just go there and just write down the code in my own, the way I specify. Like, we can just go down and just get the navbar, run it. Or for my own, I'm going to create a function for that. So that will be function. Okay, run the function, then tell the function what to do for us. So here now we say navbar dot for each. We're running for each statement again. We say nav dot class list dot remove. So actually it's going to remove this from the active class, then take it to the next class. So that's what we want to do here. So that if it's going out, if you click on another one, instead of it to just add active, it's going to remove it from that first one, the one that is active now, and the second that is now active now stay there. So that's why we are removing it now. We are using the remove statement. Okay. Active. To remove the active. And here we use the this, the class list, then we want to add, that's the next. Now we are going to click on, we want to add a class on it. So we want to add the active class, that will be active. Okay. So I think that's pretty much it for now. Let's check what we have done. First of all, let's try to console like this. I think we can just console like something. Console the log navbar. Let's see. That's it. Let's try. Let's put our inspect. I want to see what will happen. Let me do console. Why is my console hiding? Okay, where's my console? If I click here, anything. I want to click where it's supposed to be. He's working now, but I don't want it to change. I wanted to check if I click on it. Okay. Not need video. So my article is now being activated. Okay. Articles. Okay. Okay. That's good. That's good. So this is what we did here. Okay. As you can see, so this why this is helpful because if you click on it, you can click on your site, at least let this stuff change color so that you know that yes, I'm on so and so page. You might be confused like which page am I on this site. But with this stuff now they will know just by looking at the top. Okay, and with this uncertain stuff, we did it when it's this weight, when it's 768 peso. This number is no more here. There's a way we did it. It's fancy way sharp. But we're going to look into it. First of all, let's add the transition. Those and the animation we added on this stuff. Okay. So we'll go back to our style sheet. Under the after here, we just create an animation. Then we give it a name, that will be slide. Duration 3 seconds. Time consider the infinite is to continuously. Then we begin 3 seconds. So that's it. Then we go here. We add our keyframe. That will be our keyframe. Keyframes. We'll give the name. That's now. Okay. Then we want to add. Then let's make it at 0. At 0%. Sorry. 0%. This is what I want for it to happen. So I want to change the opacity. So that's the only thing I changed here. That's the opacity. And maybe at 0. And I just copy this to X. Sorry, sorry for that. Control V, then instead of 0 here, let's make it from 0, that will be 1 0. And change the opacity to 4. Okay. So if we go back to our website, we click here. As you can see, so it's not happening. It just font to look like, you can see, it's not happening. You can see as I hover, you see how it's smoothly moving, smoothly move out, smoothly moving, smoothly move out. And you know the reason for this, that's our transition we use in our now. Here is it, transition, and we say the only thing we want to transit is the color. You can make it transit all, that will be transition. Input all is just for all the properties that it comes with. But I just specified as color. So I just select. And if like for example, if I add this color here, and I add a transition width, if I change the width. What's the good of this? Let's say font styles. Let me change the font styles. Let's see what happens. Font styles to 25 pixels. Let's see what happens. Okay, actually up now. So it's not that specific. Okay. So the next thing I want to do here, I want to add that stuff as I added, changing this navbar to be displayed this way. So it should just come in handy, like if you are creating something fancy and you don't want to like create a toggle nav where you click on stuff. So just make it of this method. It's very simple and easy to implement. Okay, so just come down here, the media query, that's the guy we're going to use, the RAM symbol, media, I can see how already. Give it an and. Now once you give it the and, make sure the and is shift. Give it marks, because actually the weight you want to reference, not the height. In media query, we usually make reference the weight if we are making the website responsive, not the height. Okay, so I say it's 768 pixels. Let's just try if it's working. So again, display the body, body. Let's make it let's give it a color. Background color red. Let's see what happens. So if you go down again, turns red. Okay, so which means our media query is working. So I'm going to check if it's working, so that won't be making mistake. So this is not what we need. So these are the things we need to change. So first of all, we touch the header. That's the header we're creating. Oh, that is kind of boring, but just have to do it. So the thing we want to touch the header will be the weight. We touch the weight a bit, then we make the weight 30 view weight. Then we want to touch the height also. That will be the height. Make the height 100 VH. That's 100 viewport height. Then we give the padding. We actually need the padding. Yeah, we need a padding to explain how left and right. So give the padding. Padding 0. We don't want from top and bottom. The bolt we want this one going to be 3 red. That makes me soft. Okay. Then the next thing there is the margin left. Let's just give it 1 red. Then much. Okay, so we have done this. Then the next one, we need to get the nav bar. That will be top nav bar. And we're going to specify some stuff here. So normally it's display flex, and the flex is just, I didn't add direction there. If you watch here, where is our nav? Okay, here. See, I didn't add the direction to this flex. Normally, if you display anything flex, it goes in a row. Normally flex is a row, just straight, just straight. That's why you're seeing like this. It's display flex, that's why they are like this. Okay, but now I want to change the display flex to, want to change this row now to column, so that will be like this inside of this way. Okay, so we go back here and we give it the flex direction. Then make it column. Then we justify it again. Our justification that time was space between, but now I want to justify content. We can make use of none actually, so that we remove the justification from this. Okay, then the next thing we need to get is the menu. That's the nav menu. Okay, so that will be dot menu. This one we want to change the flex direction also. Flex direction. So let me just say and show you what to do. So if you come down here, you can see it's not on this side. But the problem is that these menus, they are below. They are still on that same flex row. They are still on a row. So we need to make them to be in a column so that they can follow this guy and stay here. Okay. So that's what we are doing this thing. So flex direction, give the color, then we justify the content, space around, then we like to give the margin, so that we just separate them and then leave even margin, and the margin will be applied to the border. Margin border, then margin border will be to red. That's 150 from down. Then now we target the links. That's the last thing we're going to do upon this. Then have length. This video is getting bored, but we're going somewhere. So that will be margin, and the margin we want to specify the top and bottom margin, so that before around the right hand left will be 0. Can you see? Okay, let's go and see what we have here. Wow, this is what we have here. As you can see, our transitions and our animations are all working, and our toggle class and your order. Boom. But this one is not working actually. We didn't apply it here. But if you want, you can apply it here. I don't know why you would like to apply such thing. But that's it for this video, guys. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next video. Bye bye.